Flamingo Books. Shining English Reader. Series 7. Chapter 14. The Miracle. Charlie entered the shop and laid the damp 50 pence on the counter. "One Wonka's Whipple Scrumptious Fudgemallow Delight," he said, remembering how much he had loved the one he had on his birthday. The man behind the counter looked fat and well-fed. He had big lips and fat cheeks and a very fat neck. The fat around his neck bulged out all around the top of his collar like a rubber ring. He turned and reached behind him for the chocolate bar, and then he turned back again and handed it to Charlie. Charlie grabbed it, quickly tore off the wrapper and took an enormous bite. Then he took another, and another, and oh, the joy of being able to cram large pieces of something sweet and solid into one's mouth. The sheer blissful joy of being able to fill one's mouth with rich solid food. "You look like you wanted that one, Sonny," the shopkeeper said pleasantly. Charlie nodded, his mouth bulging with chocolate. The shopkeeper put Charlie's change on the counter. "Take it easy," he said. "It'll give you a tummy ache if you swallow it like that without chewing." Charlie went on wolfing down the chocolate. He couldn't stop, and in less than half a minute, the whole thing had disappeared down his throat. He was quite out of breath, but he felt marvelously, extraordinarily happy. He reached out a hand to take the change. Then he paused. His eyes were just above the level of the counter. He was staring at the silver coins lying there. The coins were all 5-penny pieces. There were 9 of them altogether. Surely it wouldn't matter if he spent just one more? "I think," he said quietly, "I think I'll have just one more of those chocolate bars. The same kind as before, please." "Why not?" the fat shopkeeper said, reaching behind him again and taking another Whipple Scrumptious Fudgemallow Delight from the shelf. He laid it on the counter. Charlie picked it up and tore off the wrapper, and suddenly, underneath the wrapper, there came a brilliant flash of gold. Charlie's heart stood still. "It's a golden ticket," screamed the shopkeeper, leaping about a foot in the air. "You've got a golden ticket. You've found the last golden ticket. Hey, would you believe it? Come look at this, everybody. The kid has found Wonka's last golden ticket. There it is. It's right here in his hands. Think of all the free stuff he'll be getting too," another boy said enviously. "A lifetime supply. He'll need it, the skinny little shrimp," a girl said, laughing. Charlie hadn't moved. He didn't even unwrap the golden ticket from around the chocolate. He was standing very still, holding it tightly with both hands while the crowd pushed and shouted all around him. He felt quite dizzy. There was a peculiar floating sensation coming over him, as though he was floating up in the air like a balloon. His feet didn't seem to be touching the ground at all. He could hear his heart thumping away loudly somewhere in his throat. At that point, he became aware of a hand resting lightly on his shoulder, and when he looked up, he saw a tall man standing over him. "Listen," the man whispered, "I'll buy it from you. I'll give you 50 pounds. How about it, eh? And I'll give you a new bicycle as well. Okay?" "Are you crazy?" shouted a woman who was standing equally close. "Why, I'd give him 200 pounds for that ticket. You want to sell that ticket for 200 pounds, young man? That's quite enough of that," the fat shopkeeper shouted, pushing his way through the crowd and taking Charlie firmly by the arm. "Leave the kid alone, will you? Make way there, let him out." And to Charlie, as he led him to the door, he whispered, "Don't you let anybody have it. Take it straight home, quickly before you lose it. Run all the way and don't stop till you get there, you understand?" Charlie nodded. "You know something," the fat shopkeeper said, pausing a moment and smiling at Charlie. "I have a feeling you needed some luck. I'm glad you got it. Good luck to you, Sonny." "Thank you," Charlie said, and off he went, running through the snow as fast as his legs could go. As he flew past Mr. Willy Wonka's factory, he turned and waved at it and sang out, "I'll be seeing you. I'll be seeing you soon." And 5 minutes later he arrived at his own home.